welcome to another episode of Mojave River Valley News. We're out here in Apple Valley at the Apple Valley Chamber of Commerce, which is part of the High Desert, the Greater High Desert Chamber of Commerce. And they graciously allowed us to use their facility this year. We're going ahead and we're going to interview many candidates across the entire Mojave River Valley. Some are in here that we've done our best to try to get a hold of everybody we can. Fortunately, you might not find your favorite candidate there just because of logistics or whatever it might be, but we did our best to go ahead and put as many interviews as we can together. So you know what? Stay tuned. We'll be right back with you because we got a lot of great interviews to throw at you. Hey, I have a candidate today we're going to be talking about is Renee Longshore. Renee is running for the Apple Valley Unified School District. Be interesting what she has to say. This is a new seat for her. And let's see what she's got to comment and why she wants to run for the school district. Hey, we'll be right back with you. Stay tuned. Hey, welcome back. I'm Eric Swanson. I'm here with Renee Longshore. Now, you're running for the Apple Valley Unified School District. Which area?
Area 3.
Area 3. So take a few moments, maybe about 10, 15 seconds, and tell the folks who you are.
Okay, great. Well, greetings. I'm Renee Longshore. I am a high desert native. I grew up here, raised my family here, have taught here for 22 years, passionate about our desert, passionate about the places it could go.
So I'm going to touch on right off the bat here is one of these big things, because really they're electing you to become part of a multi-million-dollar organization. You'll be one people of 5 of the total, and you'll be working along with a superintendent. Where do you feel you fit with that for the next 4 years?
I feel like I fit pretty good. I've attended board meetings and met the superintendent, met the board members. I've enjoyed the conversations we've had. I feel like I have something to offer as an elementary teacher. There's never been an elementary teacher on the board. With all my experience, I feel like I can add to the conversation and make the board a wonderful entity for all the schools it serves.
Yeah, that's funny. It's a good point. But not very many folks have to become board members for the elementary. Anyway, that's some statistic.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and touch on, because one of the things that's affecting all the educational entities with even the BBC and all of our schools is getting the students back after the pandemic. And I'm not talking about the medical issues of the pandemic. It's just the student attendance. What do you feel that we need to do? What do we need to do next to still get those numbers up?
Oh, I definitely believe school safety is first and foremost at the front of an agenda. If a child feels safe coming to school, the child's going to come to school. If a parent feels safe sending their child to school, a parent's going to send their child to school. It just is a matter of instilling the public confidence again, that we got their back, that we're here for them, that we're going to be looking to meet the needs of their kids. Right. And that that is our passion and that is our goal. And I think when we clearly communicate that, we are going to have the community back and involved and strong and looking forward to what next.
That's a great segue into, because my next question, it really has to do with our number one job in schools. And I know you know that. It's nothing new, but some of the folks don't recognize that. It's not academics. It's student safety.
Yeah.
Where do you feel student safety fits? Now, we were talking about the pandemic a second ago. Let's talk about the bigger picture, because if you don't feel safe, you're going to have troubles. You can be safe, but may not feel safe. Where do you think Apple Valley is going or not going, or what needs to happen next, or are we on the right direction?
Well, I definitely believe school safety is first and foremost. It's the focus of my campaign. It's why I'm running. I feel like as being a teacher in the classroom, I've been able to see it from a teacher's perspective, and I've been able to see it from a student's perspective. Having attended here, I've seen it progress over the years. I've also seen it from a parent's perspective. My kids come home and tell me how their days are going and what's going on, and we've navigated safety issues. So my hope for them and us moving forward is that we are able to set clear expectations. A school is a place to learn. A teacher is there to teach. And that should be our number one focus. So that means laying out a clear plan of moving forward. What does it look like to make a school a safe place?
All right, we're going to totally tilt a different direction. Let's talk about CTE, because CTE is something that, we've had the parents out there saying, well, we need more career technical education. And it's talk to me about where you feel, and of course you're not in the midst of this, so it's hard. But I think you know enough what's going on at Apple Valley. Where do you see we're going? Where do we need to go? What's happening?
Well, I personally love the CTE program. I have a student who's twice exceptional. He's gifted. He's on the autistic spectrum. He's ADHD. Didn't quite fit in the school box. And I think for students like that aren't necessarily shooting for college and universities, they need to have a viable pathway forward. So when we're talking about the trades, we're talking about helping students find where their strengths are, helping them to plug in, helping them to discover their gifts so that they can see where they fit in our community, because our community isn't full of just college or university bound. It's full of and built on the backs of laborers. So being able to find those places for our students to plug in and find their giftings and strengths, I'm looking to build on that program.
So I'm going to move across, because it kind of has something to do with it, it doesn't, is AI. AI across our schools has been, a lot of folks are looking at us, oh, this is just a different way that students can cheat or they can do things better, whatever. And also it's another tool. Tell me where you think Apple Valley either is fitting or not fitting with AI.
AI is a beast, as we've heard many people speak on this issue as far as understanding tech and where it's going, that it's growing faster than our capabilities to understand it or keep up with it. My hope is to be able to look at it as the tool it is, even though there may be a struggle with students and whether they're turning to AI to do their schoolwork, but helping them to see that building their skills, building their muscles, building their intelligence should be the goal. That AI can complement that, can help clarify that, can help direct them, can be a tool, but it doesn't replace the mind that created AI, which will ultimately trump all, I think.
Well, how about far as in the classroom? Because that's really where I'm coming with, and I don't want to spend a little time because I know the topic I'm going to touch. Is a lot of parents are worried about AI as the kids will use it as just another form to write something without having something going on. Are you concerned about that? And you feel it's going to fit or not fit?
Absolutely. I'm an English teacher by trade. My degree is in English. I have a master's degree in English composition and literature. I've had many discussions about AI and language, and I hope that as we're, encouraging the kids to express their own thoughts, a computer can only spit out what's already been created.
Right.
And helping them to understand that the thoughts in their own head are so much more valuable than the thoughts that have already been spoken. They're able to draw from their experience, and with, I think, a little direction and a little boundaries put up as far as in a classroom, and having them write out things and really value what they have to offer to the conversation rather than just repeating it, I think we'll be able to.
So I'm going to touch just real quick because we're running totally out of time here.
Absolutely.
Is how do you feel you can fit with them? You kind of touched on this a little bit already, fitting with for the board members, the superintendents, and just really touch on that just a little bit. I know you already touched on a little bit already, but I want to get by this.
Yes. Well, I hope to become part of the team. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think I was fully capable of doing a good job there. As far as being able to talk with them about their perspectives, their experiences, draw on their strengths, and I hope they would look to me to do the same. I feel like that there's, this perspective of an elementary teacher to be able to offer, and a current parent going with their kids in the systems to be able to offer. I feel like that's something that, we can do together, be able to accomplish these struggles. We have a lot of strengths in the Apple Valley School District, but we have struggles too. And so my hope is to be a part of that conversation and add perspective.
So tell the folks out there, just in maybe just like 10 seconds, why should they vote for you?
Okay, well, I believe you should vote for me because I am one of you. And my heart as a person of faith is in it to genuinely serve you and serve our community. My heart is for the desert, for the kids in our desert, and the families that, if elected, that I'll, help to serve. So I am going to be here. I am out canvassing. I am out, meeting people. This is my goal. I'm going to stay present. And I want to hear from you because this is our community.
Well, thank you very much for sharing with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, you know what? These episodes, working with candidates, is always amazing. You know what? Thank you for tuning in. I hope we gave you some insight about who these folks are. We try to hit all the candidates, but there's so many out there, and it's not that we left anybody out. We really made an effort to try to get everybody in here for it. Another thing I want to do is I want to thank the Greater High Desert Chamber of Commerce for allowing us to use this beautiful facility out here in Apple Valley, because this really made a big, big difference for us. By the way, please, if you haven't had a chance, please subscribe, ring the bell, give us a thumbs up, because this allows these videos to get wider range of people so they can see them. The more the people that are involved with it, the more people to see this, the more people can help make their decisions. Hey, on behalf of myself, Eric Swanson, my technicians, and all the candidates, I want to thank you very much for tuning in this time, because you know what? This is a major thing. This is a big thing. We'll be voting this November 5th here. And these candidates are the ones we got to kind of keep an eye on and see which ones are going to be best for us. Stay tuned. We have more episodes coming, and you'll look for all these different candidate videos out there. There's a bunch of them. See you soon.
How their days are going and what's going on, and we've navigated safety